Hey guys, how are we all today? I've caught myself with a lovely 2 hours before I've got to go to work, and thought, screw it, I'll make a video. Let's build some teams. I had this suggestion in the Discord, and thought, yeah, let's run you through what goes through my mind when I'm building teams, whether it's for tournaments or for the ladder, for vids and whatnot, or even for friends, and what I do. First of all, Pokemon Showdown, Team Builder. I assume most of you should know this part. We've got the damage calc open. This is going to be important for checking damage rolls, and we've got the PvP tiers list to just see what's available, what we could pick possibly. I have absolutely no idea what I want to start with. So let's just go through here. Let's pick something out. I think maybe preferably something a bit cooler. We don't want to go too basic. Diggersby might be cool. Diggersby hits very hard. What else? What else is down here? Head down to Aryu. This can never be good. Can never be good going this slow. Other than Slowking, of course. What else we got? Chandelure. I hate that it's weak to rocks, although it does do well against Gren. Gren can't hit it with anything super effective, or even effective, I think, for that matter. But really good typing. Actually, let's do Heracross. I really want to try out Heracross. Moxie. Usually it's Guts. And Guts is really good, but I want to try out Moxie Scarf. Once it gets attacks going, it is quite hard to stop with all these boosts and whatnot. What else? Mega Horn, so Chill Stab. I think Knockoff, because he doesn't love Knockoff. And how much do I feel like missing? Whether we go Stone Edge or Rock Slide. I think we're gonna need that damage. Max. No need playing around with funky shit there. Alright. Now we've got to think, okay, we've got close combat, fighting, Mega Horn, Bug. We don't really want to rely on that because of the 85% accuracy. So we want to sweep with a fighting type move. And now head back over. Now what's going to resist Amoonguss? We're going to have a check for Amoonguss. And maybe not checks, but more baits, like, Landorus is just going to switch in forever. Gliscor, he's going to switch in forever. So we have to have something against these flying types. What else? Skarmory. Although Skarmory will take a bit from close combat. Zapdos, but we have the Stone Edge for Zapdos. So what switches into these guys really well? I think I have an idea actually. Let's use Gliscor. With you always have EQ, you always have Roost, and Toxic Orb obviously. Now I'm thinking maybe we run. I'm not sure. Going through my mind, I'm thinking Ice Fang. I'm thinking Ice Fang because it hits these Landos and it hits the Gliscor. So Lando's going to try and get up rocks in front of Gliscor. And Gliscor is just going to stay in front of Gliscor. Let's do some calcs. So Gliscor versus Gliscor with... Ooh, let's not do it instead of Facade, because Facade might do more. Although I don't think so. Ice Fang, we're doing 40 to Gliscor. Gliscor can kind of just stay in. Compared to doing 20 to... So we have to go Sword Stance. Sword Stance 3 attacks. Oh, Sword Stance 2 attacks, sorry. Okay. Because then if we don't run Sword Stance, we're just gonna get walled by Gliscor. Like if we run Facade goes okay, but it's not hitting that 4 times on the Landorus. Let's go Landorus. Just go defensive. Intimidate on. Oh my god, that's doing 0. That is doing 0. And I'm gonna have to make sure it's... Nah, it'll always be faster than what 144? Yeah, I'll make sure it's Gliscor's faster than that. Alright, let's try this Ice Fang, Soul Dance. You do 244 always on Gliscor. Now we need to go Jolly. And what speed stat are we using? So we're already faster than Lando's here. This is where Lando sits, right? Yeah, Lando's will sit here. But let's be faster than Timid Heat Train, because they are getting around. Oops, click the wrong one. Oh well. D2 Timid. So we need to be 279. 279 speed. Let's go 280. Because I know other Gliscors are sitting at that speed. Oh, what about Nidoking? Shout out to Robert. I know he loves outspeeding Nidokings and some of the other guys. Oh, 296. How much invest is that? We jump 2 there. Screw it, let's do that. Rest and Spadef to just help our bulk in general. So we got, these are almost 2 offensive mons. I guess Gliscor's a bit of a mix. So we already got a speed. We got Gliscor. Gliscor can act as a, well, both of these kind of act as a bishop check. And at this point, between the 2 of them, so we've covered Gliscor, we've covered this Landorus switch. We're also Ice Fang. We're still Ice, yeah. Yeah, we're still Ice. Ice Fang does well against Dragonite. What else? So we're gonna have a check for Mimikyu, but that's granted. We'll always have to have that. What else? Zapdos is kind of checked in with the Ice Fang as well. Zapdos do sometimes like staying in because they have HP Ice, which will probably do a million to my Gliscor. Okay, so Torn's going to be quite annoying. So Gliscor with, I think I had 88. This is Tornadus Theridian. Let's not do an offensive one because I don't think any of them are. Yeah, so we can switch in with Rocks. Yeah, it's a 3 KO after Rocks and Poison House, that's fine. Like, we kind of have a check for that, and they would just U-turn on us every time. We head down here. I think we're pretty good. What else? What else can possibly... It's a pretty good little core. So I actually kind of like this little core. Are we weak to Clef? We're a bit weak to the fairy types now, right? We get Azu, Clef. Azu will just click buttons against these 2 and we'll just die. Ninetales not so much. That close combat will be hitting really hard. Stone Age will just obliterate it. We do have Heracross, which is faster than Gren, which is also really nice to lead. It's always good having something faster than Gren that can kill Gren turn 1. Unless it's a stupid Shadow Sneak, but we don't talk about that. We're going to have a water resist. I'm going through here. Togekiss might be a bit annoying. But we got Gliscor. Gliscor would be fine against that. So we're trying to get these waters. I'm thinking a steel type, maybe poison type. We always love steel types, and I always love good old Scizor. And because we have... Oh, do we ever run it? I think we might run Banded Scizor. I love Banded Scizor. Well, I don't love it, but I've been talking with some people, and I think the consensus is that Banded Scizor is gonna be probably the go. I think it's really underrated. With what happened there? Pursuit. So Pursuit to just trap those Grens. So we're not instead of trying to wall the Gren, we just kill it because it's gonna switch in. It's gonna try to hit us with the It's going to hit us with an Ice Beam, for instance, and it's going to be scared of the Bullet Punch. So it's going to switch out, we just Pursuit, and it's dead. I've checked the roll, and it dies. It's lovely. So Superpower as well. And I might leave it there for now. Unless I'm thinking... Oh, of course, U-turn. Max attack. We go Adamant. And for this one, I think I'm going to go a bit slower. I'm gonna give this mon some bulk because it has to. Let's go to the calc. Scizor. Let's go offensive sword stance. Choice band. With Pursuit. No, we never use Sand Tomb, do we? Doesn't that just do less than Superpower to Heatran? What is that for? Oh, I don't think it gets Superpower in Gen 8. Anyway, we get it, so we're going to use it. Superpower. Look at that damage. Even against Torn, it's doing 60%. That's a full HP Torn. Looking at Greninja. Unfortunately, I do not have my expert belt matters. I'm just checking this low kick damage because I need to have this to have enough HP that preferably that it can switch in in rocks. So get rocks already on and not get too KO'd. So we're here at a 90% chance. Going up. Oh, we're gonna be max. We are max. Let's take this dark type away. Check the Pursuit damage. Oh yeah. So how much do I need? 9% chance. 4, 2, 0. Never. Okay. So we need 252. I like going one down. Oh, one down didn't even change the roll. That's really good. Alright, so 248 and 40 we need. 248 and 40. The rest in attack. Because I think, most of the time we're going to be hitting Bullet Punch. We kind of do want to be faster than Azu, though. Oh, no. Do we just not care about the low kick? Do they ever use it? Huh. I'm going to check Azu. Belly Drum. +6. Okay. So with this set, we almost live Aqua Jet. I mean, never after rocks, but without rocks, we just have to make sure rocks never go up. To be able to be fine. Although I think, because we have Banded Scizor, I think we're going to have to go... So we need a Defogger, obviously. And the obvious choice would be Rotom Wash. Rotom is just... It does the job. It doesn't take lots of damage from rock, so it can switch in. It's a good pivot. Being electric and water, the ground types aren't coming into the Volt Switch. And if they are, they're risking every time, and they probably can't stay in. It's a bit of a juggling game of whether they'll be staying in or not. Hydreigon might be cool. No, let's just go Rotom. I think leftovers, and we know Defog. Well, I can just go here to defensive, right? Yeah. On Rotom, I like getting these EVs to be odd, so we're not dying. Like Rocks is going to be doing less damage every time, and just 12. You could minimum is 8 for Cordon. I like going 12 just to outspeed that by 1. Outspeed other things like Heatran sometimes sit at that Cordon range. Yeah. And other Rotoms as well. Although slow vaulting is quite nice as well. Okay, now we need Stealth Rocks. Because Stealth Rocks are the best move in the game. By far. Okay, now we're looking... what are we looking weak to? What's... You know, I'd like Heatran. Doubling up on Steel types, which doesn't really matter. But... Try and stick away from that. We could go Celebi. I really like Celebi at the moment. Although I always want to pair Celebi with Zapdos. I don't think that's right. That'd make me really ice weak. Hippo? No. Who's getting up rocks? Who's getting them up? Do we go my beloved Marowak? We might. We're really weak to... We are really weak to Thundurus. Let's go Marowak for now. I really love Marowak. With Lightning Rod, it just walls Thundurus. It walls Zapdos. Both threats to this team. So I really like that actually. So SR Stealth Rocks. Shadow Bone. We go Fire. We just go Fire Punch. Because we don't want to. Well, some people use Flablets, but because we're using this as a Stealth Rocker, I don't want to let it go down in recoil. I hate that. And then last move is one of Boomerang, or we could use Knockoff. But we have Knockoff on Heracross. I don't think Iron Head's ever worth it. I think Stone Edge is kind of interesting. I don't know, actually. Let's do a calc. Let's do a calc on that. I think Marowak has to kill it anyway, right? Has to kill Thundurus. Nasty Plot. It's neither of these moves are what we have. Shadow Bone, because that does the most damage. Yeah, it's always killing. Yeah, so we don't need to try and miss. We don't want to be missing out here. So let's just use Boomerang, even though Boomerang misses. But we get like the 2 attacks, and those 2 attacks can be really nice sometimes. Against mons that are either subbed up. Focus Sash mons as well. And okay, so we want to be faster than... Ooh, what's the speed here again? I forget. I think it's... If I'm correct, I think this is faster than most Conkeldurs. No, it's Conkeldurs. We max out attack, adamant, and rest just in HP. And we're also on an odd HP number, which we love. Alright, last mon. We have our revenge killing with Scizor. It's something that I always, when making a bulky offense or a balanced team, you really need to make sure you have something that can revenge, otherwise you're just going to get rolled over. We have pivots. We have pivots here. We have our ground type. We have 2 electric immunes. We are kind of weak to our waters though still, because Rotom doesn't really cut it the whole way, so I think we need a grass type. Do we go the Amoonguss? I do love me some Amoonguss. It just does the job. We also need a Spadef Mump because this is defensive. This is, I'd say, more defensive. It's really mixed. This isn't going to be defensive at all. We could go... How's our... We're looking kind of weak. Like, alright, let's look at our sun matchup. I feel like we're just losing. We have to be relying on Marowak to pull us through there, which he will be able to do a lot of work, because Venusaur can't really hit him with anything super effective, other than if they run Earthquake. But if they run Earthquake, they're just bad. Chalk that one up. Oh well. Amoonguss might be it. Do we ever run Superior? No. Let's go back to searching a grass type. Oh, Vileplume. I really want to work with Vileplume in UU, but this isn't UU, so Vileplume's just bad. Super Def. We're looking Tangrowth, AV, get some knocks, kind of another pivot. Amoonguss does just get the sleeps. We're super weak. Yeah. We have to go Amoonguss. We're super weak to Keldeo. We're also, if Mimikyu, if this Scizor gets chipped down at all, Mimikyu's just gonna run wild. So I think we have to go the Amoonguss. We have to go the Amoonguss route. Black Sludge, get the heal, regen, and Spore, obviously, Giga Drain, HP Fire for the Ferrothorns, and Clear Smog. We use Clear Smog for the Mimikyu. Now, EVs for Mimikyu. I always suck with. I think I literally always just searched up Amoonguss EVs. Calm for sure. We just go max HP. I guess we look at Mimikyu versus Amoonguss. What do they have here? This is bold. I prefer that's bold as well with even more. That is actually not terrible. I don't know. I do want to have it more on the Spadef side. So let's Amoonguss. Oh, whoops. Smoke on. Sun and Moon. That is what P1 is most like. Let's check this out. Defensive pivot. That's bold. It's OU. Is that you got anything? There we go. That's what we're looking at. 56 defense. What does it do? Allows +2 from cart. 50 defense along with calm nature. Yeah, this is the kind of deal we're after. 56. 248. I assumed that is to maximize regen. I've already forgotten. 56. 56. 204. Beautiful. Alright, how's this team looking? Alright, now that you've made the team, you've made the 6, you got the 6 together, and you have to do a bit of a checklist, I guess. Checking for against main metagame threats, and quite often I would go in game and I'd look at the most used, but I guess we just have this here. This is everything. Just do a bit of a checklist. I'm gonna chuck this on one side of the screen and on the other, and let's look across. All right, so Ninetales, we've got Marowak. Marowak works really well. We also have Scizor. So the only thing that could really worry us would be, say, Specs Ninetales. And that would just end up having to be dependent. Would have to be guess reliant. We just have to guess what it's going. I think that's fine. We have enough offensive. It's not going to be wanting to switch into this. It's not switching into this. Kind of switch into that. It's going to be taking a little bit from Earthquake. We're vaulting. It's not going to ever be in. It can come in, but it's going to get Spore. It's going to get Clear Smoke. Super effective. Amoonguss. Amoonguss, we have our own Amoonguss. We have Marowak. Gliscor. We have Gliscor. You never have to wait. And we even got Ice Fang teched in. But we got Ice Fang there to deal more damage against it. Super effective. Even though, wait. What's doing more? Earthquake or... No, Earthquake does more to Amoonguss. Never mind. we have Earthquake for it. Azu, we have Scizor. We also have Rotom. We know Scizor doesn't die with this EV spread. And we know Rotom is very, very, very good against Azu. Amoonguss, it's just going to get knocked. But against that water moves, we can probably just switch in if it's banded. And now the big threat, we've got Bishop. We hate Bishop. Everybody hates Bishop. Gets +2, and it is scary. Gliscor. So let's do a little calc. Maybe this Gliscor can... So Gliscor against Bishop. What if we use the 88 we have down there in attack? Can we Oko? God, no. Not even close. I hate that it's so bulky as well. That's fine. We have that, and we have Heracross to come in the back. Let's change this. Spadef, just change the defense. I don't think Heracross will take too much. It's got base 80s. God, it's going to do a million, but it's fine. So we have the revenge kill. At +2. Yeah, doesn't kill. And it's faster as well, so like we can switch it in if we have to. If we really, really have to. And it's going to take 50 on the switch in, and then for like 35, 36 max. You know, it's not killing. So that's good enough check for me. 69 plus, nice. Yeah, that's looking like a kill if they predict with the Iron Head. Surely they click knock. Maybe. Anyway, I'll move on. Chansey, we've got Scizor. Scizor's pursuing it, superpowering it, switching in. Gliscor just sets up on it. Amoonguss just vibes there. It's really switching in on Rotom. Sorry, it's gonna be switching in on Rotom on the Vault, and we do whatever with it. Clef, Marowak, Scizor, both incredible checks for Clef. Marowak just sits in, takes very little from its attacks, and just Shadow Bones it. Boom, boom, boom. Gets up rocks. Conk. Conk the bitch. We hate Conk. We all hate Conk. I guess it's really only Marowak. We have to be hoping he's going to go for... He's going to either be an Ice Punch variant, which Marowak will eat up, kinda. Or... we have to go like Rotom, Scizor to... Rotom Vault into Scizor to kill it. Conk will be annoying there. Conk will be annoying. Heracross. I wonder what it does with. Let's check these calcs. Conk. It's 0 HP. Oh well. Oh, we already have Heracross there. That is Guts. We don't want Guts. Moxie. And not burned. Healthy. Stealing. Over 50. That's fine. Okay, next up, Dragonite. Dragonite, we have Gliscor. We have Rotom. Rotom will Volt Switch. Gliscor comes in and Ice Fangs. If that doesn't work out, I think they're mostly adamant Dragonite, so Heracross will outspeed Stone Edge as long as we have some sort of chip. Bullet Punch, you know, it's only going to be able to hit us with Extreme Speed to outspeed Scizor. Some run Fire Punch. I've seen a few when I look at when I'm looking at some pace that people use. I see a lot of Fire Punch, so Scizor won't want to be switching in straight away. We also have Clear Smog, I guess, if we're really down in the dumps. Next up is Excadrill. Yeah, I mean, we have Gliscor. Gren, we have Scizor. Scizor's in that team, in our team, to make sure that Gren stays in check. Otherwise, Marowak, if it's not, if rocks aren't up, it's also a really good switch in. Because of the same typing as Chandelure, as I said earlier in the vid, that it doesn't take anything super effective. It can take those hits not very well, but it can take a fair few. Heatran, we have Gliscor that's sped. Has speed for it. Rotom, Scizor has superpower for it. Otherwise, U-turning, and Marowak is Boomerang. Heatran might be a little bit annoying because it kind of gets in on Amoonguss. We also have Rotom as the water type, obviously, to pivot on it. But I think we should be fine. Keldeo, we have Amoonguss. We don't have to worry at all. Now we're looking at the rain matchup. I think rain matchup we should be quite favoured with Rotom and Amoonguss. We don't have a lot of offense against it. I guess we have Heracross. Heracross will have to be coming in, hitting this close combats. Yeah. Alright, let's go a bit faster through these. Lando, we already decided. Gliscor, we've got Rotom as well. Gliscor will be our primary switch. Rotom, if we think they're going to get rocks up, we need a defog. Who's next? Latios. Ooh, Latios is really annoying, actually. But we have Scizor with Pursuit. There we go. Scizor with Pursuit, max HP. That's why. I'm pulling this out of my ass like I thought from it from the start. But this max HP is going to help that I don't think it will ever be 2-K'd. Magnezone. It's going to be really annoying for us, Scizor, actually. But we have Marowak. We have Amoonguss. We have Gliscor 100%. Mimikyu, Scizor, Amoonguss. That's good. That's just a part of the rain matchup. Rotom, we always have Amoonguss to switch into it. If we think it's just going to keep vaulting, we can go Gliscor. We can double then out to, say, our own Rotom. Get some chip on it. I don't know. Probably no, it's double to Amoonguss. Scizor, we have Marowak looks really well as long as they're not, the Pursuit set. If they're just their 2 attacks, U-turn, Bullet Punch, then Marowak will be coming in. Rotom just sits on it, takes 0. Gliscor, because with Salad Stance, we should be able to beat it in the 1v1, I believe. Superior, we have Amoonguss, the best check possible. It just does nothing. Scam will be a bit annoying, but we do have that Volt Switch, which is going to be key. Volt Switch Marowak with the Fire Punch. We're looking at, like, we have the Superpower. It's going to hit Scam for a fair bit. It'll take it by surprise, undoubtedly. But we're definitely going to have to double, get some momentum on it. Thunderous, Marowak walls it. Whole reason we have it here. Torn, we looked at the calcs earlier. We have Gliscor, we have Rotom, especially. Rotom doesn't care about anything Torn does other than knocking, but we have Pain Split. So we can heal up. Tita, we have Scizor, we have Gliscor. Rotom can switch in to Scout, but doesn't really want to. And the big one, which is Volcarona. Yeah, look, Volcarona is Volcarona. We have to get our rocks up. And then, let's check this out. Volcarona, offensive versus Marowak. Does this... No. I think I had like 80. Yeah, 80 was the number. Let's put it Hidden Power... Power Ground, which they use at plus... Oh, not attack, special attack. +1 is a kill. Okay. Huh. So if we can manage to... See, I hate being so weak to Conk in this team. If I wasn't so weak to Conk, I would take down the speed and just chuck it into HP. And I think, honestly, I think we might do it anyway. I'm going to at least need to be faster than base speed Skarmory, which if that is what, let's keep that. I'm never faster than Skarmory in the first place. I guess I don't need to be faster than Skarmory. They always run relaxed. They should always be relaxed in P1. So let's check out this relaxed. 159. Oop, my speed stat is down there. Hope that's the most it allows me. 159. 124. Let's see if that's enough. Marowak. Oh. 148? I have forgotten already. Oh, 124. 124. Jesus. 124. Alright. Is this enough for the hidden power? It is enough. So that's gonna have to be that's gonna have to be my check. It's not a very good check, but I mean, sometimes what can you do against Volcarona? Do we even kill? Yeah, Shadow Bone kills. That always kills. You don't care about the roll. They're not, they don't have full IVs. Just trust. Alright, back to this. And Zapdos. Marowak here. Team player once again. Just gonna Shadow Bone it, get up rocks. UBL. BL, we have Scizor. Cordont, we have Rotom. Amoonguss. Though Amoonguss doesn't really switch in ever. Diggersby, we have Rotom. Gliscor as well. Probably Gliscor to like scout the move. If he goes for EQ, we can just stay in. If he goes for return or frustration, we just go Marowak. I wouldn't mind having protect on one of these mons, so we can scout Diggersby. We can scout other mons like I mean Keldeo doesn't matter. Keldeo is one that I really always like scouting. Scout Conk even. But who's running taunt? Sorry, who's running protect? It might have to be last on Rotom. Nah, it's just not worth it. It's never worth it. It'll be between Rotom and Gliscor. Gliscor I have to have ice. I really want that Ice Fang though. Oh well. Halucha, we have Rotom. Rotom does really well. We're also revenge killing it with Bullet Punch. Hydreigon, Amoonguss should just take all of its hits. Jirachi, we have Marowak, we have Rotom, Gliscor, even Scizor. Scizor's going to pursue it as well. Probably just take it out. It will just kill it. Got this bad boy Kommo-o. Underrated, I think, for sure. Maybe next team's Kommo-o team. Let's do something with Kommo-o. I actually like that. Team builder, team list. Kommo-o. Oh, Commander as well. Alright. Anyway, back to the other team. Kommo-o. Oh, jeez. Let's go here. Kommo-o looking, we have... So what's his usual set? It's Drain Punch with Belly Drum is the most annoying. It usually runs, well, it's Sub, Belly Drum, Drain Punch, and... I honestly forget the last move. I think it's like Poison Jab to try and hit the fairies. I think that's it. I think it's Poison Jab. It gets walled by Amoonguss. It just subs up on Amoonguss. I've been there before. It's really, really sad. So it is probably going to get in and do some work. Gliscor does enough. Ice Fang. Yeah. That's all we really need. Then we have the Heracross. We have the Scizor to revenge kill once Gliscor takes out the sub. Porygon. Scizor, I guess. Scizor and HP should be able to take some tri-attacks. Very rare to see them on. Mew, another annoying mon. We're probably just going Gliscor. We have to make sure we get a Toxic Orb. Reuniclus, we have the Marowak. Marowak will be able to kill it with Shadow Bone or at least do 1,000,000. Otherwise, Amoonguss. Let's put in 8 speed for the Reuniclus, so we can get the Clear Smog off. Make sure it doesn't just go crazy because we don't have a Duck type. I think if we don't have a Duck type, Double Dance Reuniclus would just soar through our team. Scolopede's rarely a threat. We have Rotom Wash, Gliscor, Scizor. You know, we have enough to revenge kill. Actually, oh yeah, well that's Scizor's priority. Suicune, Amoonguss, see Rotom. Suicune might be a little annoying, but we're just gonna have to switch between these. Try not to get PP stalled, and we should be able to have enough damage. Terrakion, that's what a beast of a mon. I do love me Terrakion. Gliscor should be able to sit in. Rotom Wash, the Rotom takes 1,000,000. It can. It can win in the 1v1. Scizor. See, it's never. See, the thing with Terrakion here is what's it switching in on? How is it ever getting in? You know, super effective. We're hitting super effective here, even though I think Shadow Bone would probably just drop it and Giga Drain super effective. Thundurus. Marowak. We have Togekiss, Rotom Wash. Scizor is going to be doing the damage with just to be able to kill it. Bullet Punch. And Gliscor can come in to scout the move always. And Marowak itself, Rotom, Gliscor. Easy. Alright, still have a bit of time. Let's look at the second team. Kommo-o. I would love to make this with a Solic Berry. Bulletproof is definitely the one you want. I think I saw some people with a HA one. They were like, "Whoa, HA is kind of just useless." For Kommo-o, for what we want to do, this being able to walk Gengar. Look, there's Gengar's 3 attacks right there, and numerous other moves. Very underrated. Oh, not underrated, but it's just what you need. Belly Drum. Sub, so we're subbing, we're belly drumming, we're subbing. Takes us down to 75%. Belly Drum then takes it down to the 25. So then Salic goes off. We get the +1 speed and all of that attack. Drain Punch, and now I'm looking through to what to use. I think Poison Jab is better than Iron Head. Is it? I'm unsure. T-Punch is never worth. I mean, what are we using? Let's go back over here. What hits more with Iron Head than it does Poison? Kills with both. Poison does more to Azu, which is important. Same to Amoonguss, right? The same base power, yeah. Poison Jab, yeah, they're both the same base power. Looking around, does more to Gliscor, which is kind of cool. That dies. Dies. Huh. We do more with Iron Head. So what do we had? We had Poison, same. We're doing more Iron Head here. Same. Poison for that, right? I always fuck up that typing. Poison for him. Yeah, let's go Poison. The only thing is Lando, Gliscor. We're gonna have to have a check for those. Max, Jolly, I think it's worth. Alright. Kommo-o done. Now we have to decide. We've got our first mon. We've created it. Let's check a little bit of speed def. Oh no, we need to make sure that is divisible by 4. Okay, is that divisible by 4? No. Yes, no. Let's take it out a bit and make sure that goes up to a 4. 2 and 2 divided by 4. I'm just stupid. Yeah, no, I'm just stupid. Don't mind me. Math. Okay. Kommo-o. So like we're not doing too well against these flying types. The fairy types we have the tech. That'll be fine. But it's gonna be the flying types that are gonna annoy us the most. So let's. How do we possibly try and bait something in? We're probably gonna look at a HO team here. Maybe at least more of an offensive team. We're definitely running an offensive team because we've got some wacky setup sweeper, right? All right. How we baiting in? Trying to get these flying types. Flying, you know, we've got electric. But electric is walled by these guys, so we're looking probably an ice type or a rock type. But I'm thinking ice type. Or at least something with an ice move, maybe even if it's not an ice type. If it's just got an ice move, might be enough. So like, what can have... Ooh. You know what I want? I want to do this. I was actually... What was I doing? I think I was driving somewhere the other day. And I was like, you know what's underrated and never gets used is Ice Beam on Clef. You know, Gliscors, Landos everywhere. Yeah, especially Lando is absolutely everywhere, and they'll stay in just to get their rocks up. Gone. You know, Amoonguss is another big one. Gone. Ice Beam. You know, we're hitting super effective on those Amoonguss as they're hating that. I mean, Heat Train's always just annoying for Clef. Zapdos, yeah, you know, Torn's loving switching in, and Ice Beam, freeze. There's something to be said for that 10% freeze chance. It's just beautiful. And let's just use soft word. Okay. Have you stuck around so far? Thank you, by the way. This is a very long vid. Let me know if you like this, if you want me to do it again. I'm quite enjoying this. I like team building anyway. Alright. Yeah, I like team building. It's quite relaxing. It can be really relaxing. It's all monsters in the theoretical instead of actually instead of playing, which can sometimes get really tilting. But looking at the theoretical side of trying to make a team, I really like. Okay, we need to get our rocks. I mean, Clef can be our rocks. So let's look at a defogger first. Right. Are there any good rapid spinners? Like what are we looking at? We've got Starmie, Tentacruel. Maybe Tentacruel. I'm sorry, Coach Edis, but I'm not a fan of Tentacruel. Never really have been. I know you love them. You have about 5 shiny ones, if not more. Sorry, Coach Edis, but maybe we try it. Got a bit of a Dragon Fairy, Poison. All right. We also that helps us with the water check. Yeah, actually, I mean, water poison is such a good typing. If you look at Toxapex as well, such good typing. We need a flying type now. We need something off the ground. Maybe with rocks. I'm not too sure at the moment. This is looking reasonably defensive at the moment. I mean, I guess not really. I mean, bulky. It is looking bulky. I do need some speed. Might be Scarf Lando. If it's not Scarf Lando, then it is probably Torn. Offensive Zapdos, maybe even? I mean, what's Offensive Zapdos doing? It is going to be doing a lot to the Gliscor and Landorus. Like, it kills them. That's kind of cool. With the HP Ice. Huh. Flying. We can also look at Levitate. The beautiful Rotom Wash. Maybe we do just use Rotom Wash instead of Tentacruel. God, Rotom Wash ends up on all my teams. Hi, Dragons. Still, you're doubling up on the dragons, which isn't terrible. But you're also doubling up then with dragons with a lot of weaknesses to, say, your fairy types and your... We kind of cover there, but then your steel types as well, which we're not covering too well at the moment. Well, I guess Kommo-o, don't mind. What else do we have? I love Bronzong. Bronzong's such a cool mon. Does get up rocks really well. I love it in UU. I use it in a lot of my UU teams. It's really underrated. Really underrated mon. Alright, now let's go. Let's go Lando. Landorus. We go. Just a Scarf Lando. Here's a set. Do we want Defog? Don't think we want Defog. I think we're wanting Kaboom or maybe rocks. I like rocks more. I don't know what this speed is for, but I think that's that's Mimikyu speed. If we get knocked, look, let's just max. Yeah, let's go max and adamant. Get all that damage. I love that damage. I don't think we really need. I could look more into that speed tier of how slow we have to go to be most effective. Looking at other +1s, you know, like 80 speed tiers and the 70s scarfed. But I just think we just go max. Look, we're probably beating the 90s at +1, right? Okay, now we've got our Stealth Rocks. Kinda, I wouldn't mind another Rocks. We got a Rapid Spin. So we got a Hazard Clear. We've got our Rocks. We've got a bit of a. I'm unsure whether I want to make this Clef offensive yet. I might be making it offensive. We've got our speed. We've got a speed. A bit of a pivot. This is going to be baiting those Mons. Who's next? Who's next on the roster? Gruncheck. Let's go through the tier, at least OU, and check who we're really weak to. Who are we hating? Who are we hating on? This has definitely got to be Liquid Ooze as well. I love Liquid Ooze in this meta. Leech Seeds, Drain Punches. It's all gone around. Yeah, we got Leech Seed over here, Leech Seed here. Giga Drains. Anyway, this definitely needs. What do we do? Maybe Toxic Spikes? Though I'm unsure. I actually like Toxic Spikes. Yeah, I fuck with Toxic Spikes. Scald, obviously. Because Scald is Scald. And we could go like something off meta, like Knock. But I think just having a poison attack, like Sludge Wave is probably just better, right? What else? What's that other move they run? Poison. As I said, I don't ever use Tentacruel. This is definitely out of my comfort zone. Acid Spray lowers it by 2. Forces switches. Probably does more than Sludge Wave on the second, I would assume. Yeah, let's go with Acid Spray. Acid. Yeah, Forces switches, and we like that. We do like that a lot. Black Sludge for. Ooh, no. Screw that. We're going Protect. I love Protect. Black Sludge plus Protect. We're going to be healing up basically 12% every time. If they try and go for like a Sword Stance or any setup move, we've got Skull to try and, we burn them. Oops. Scald. Yeah, this also works really well with the Poison. Poison Protect is very famous in things like Gliscor and whatnot. That you just get free chip. You're getting free chip. We love that. Max HP. I need to make this wider. That's way nicer. Why didn't I do that from the start? Alright, let's not worry too much about these EVs yet. Let's get on to our next one. When we're back here, Mimikyu. I hate Mimikyu. What does Tentacruel do against Mimikyu? Probably not well enough without it. Wait, no, Poison. Poison doesn't do any more than Skull. Mimikyu's a bit of a bitch for Kommo-o too. Not really though, if we set up. I would like priority in this team. So we're looking at something with like Bullet Punch. We're looking at something, maybe Conk. Then we're double fighting. I mean, nothing's wrong with going to a type, but like that, I'm not sure. Although Conk does really force in the counters to him, right? Like, he forces in Zapdos, which isn't really that good of a... Can't really say that, but, you know, he forces in things like Skarm. He forces in things like Gliscor. He definitely forces in Lando every single time. So that's definitely merit to have him on the team. We have our ground types. I'm not really looking too much into Diggersby. We've got speed. We're not too worried about that. We do need something for Thundurus as well, just keep in mind. Priority, Thundurus. Maybe Gren. Like, Gren doesn't have priority, and I'm never using Shadow Sneak. You won't ever see me with that move. That is just hot. No, not even hot guard. It's terrible. It's just terrible. What can I say? Other than that, what do we want? You know, we're dropping down. This is scary. Mamoswine, no. Breloom, maybe? Always having a grass type's really nice. Then do like a fire with a grass core. What if... No, I was thinking maybe doing a... I love Toxic Orb Breloom with like doing a defensive set. But that is just bad. It is just a bad one. And I'm gonna go back to Scizor now. I don't think we need Scizor. Does Scizor have anything for the flying types? Because Zapdos just loves switching in. No, it doesn't. That's quite unfortunate. What if we... Toxic Scizor? It's kind of neat. That hits your Rotoms. Huh. I never thought about that. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bullet Punch, always. U-turn, always. Roost, and then instead of SD... Or is SD just better? No, let's try out this Toxic. So the flying types love switching in on the U-turn. Things like Lando will always switch in. And if we get that Toxic, that's going to allow us to Drain Punch. We can probably heal up enough, sub down, and just kill the mons like Lando. I do really want something for Skarm. Skarm's a bit of a bitch. Probably looking at a fire type here. I would also just like something. I think I want a grass type because I don't like how we're going on the EQ stand. Like on, you know, we just died at Earth. Any earthquake. If Lando, once our own Lando dies, it's just we're dead. We're dead. We go boom, 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 boom. This is going to be defensive as well. I love Scizor. Everything about him is just great. I don't think there's anything in particular. So 4 speed to outspeed other Scizors. Impish. What do we want to go? Do we ever want to go slower? Nah, we can't be. If we go into like relaxed territory for... God, we're kind of weak to just steel types in general. Other than Lando, like we're weak to other... Huh. Is there a fire flying? Charizard. No. That fire flying just dies to Stealth Rock. Just dies. Nothing else to be said. You can just never use it. That's why Volcarona doesn't get as much usage. Just dies to rocks. Huh. This is really whack. I don't even know why I'm looking at it. But what about that? We're still faster than Clef, which is important for hitting the bullet punches for damage. Oh, wait. What am I thinking? I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. We're always... Wait. Let's go relaxed. And I'm probably never going to have this in game. Nor am I going to... going to build it. But for team building, I like this idea of having the slow U-turns on other Scizors. Having slow U-turns on a fair few things, because this is a bulky Amon. The bulky Amon in the team. Okay. Last is... I'm looking at Heat Train here and I don't like it. I hate that we're so weak to... Can we just use... We have no Well, we have no power. This is gonna have to be an offensive Clef. Like, our power is... No, it's non-existent. Right? If we make this like a Life Orb Clef, at least, it's gonna have to be. At least to deal the Ice Beam damages. But we still have... Like, Toxic Spikes will help. Toxic here to hit the flying types that aren't getting hit by this Toxic Spikes. But other than that, our power is kind of lacking. So we need something powerful. Preferably not weak to ground. Yeah, even if it's just normal, that's kind of fine. Gara? No. No, we don't. I don't like Ninetales. Everything gets chipped. I hate that. I would totally do Weavile here if he wasn't banned, but I love that he's banned. Couldn't make that was the happiest day of the year was when Weavile got banned. Ooh, Celebi. Celebi's kind of neat, actually. Can we do like an offensive Celebi? Has that ever got merit? No, I mean, the reason I love Celebi so much is for a Keldeo check. We already have that. I guess it doesn't hurt to have two when you've got Tentacruel as your check, because it, even though we have Protect, it's not going to heal up very quick. Actually, Celebi is really cool. Yeah, let's do Celebi. Just leftovers. We need the power, so we're gonna go with something like need Leaf Storm. Do we want the pivoting of U-turn? So we're trying to always stay ahead in this team. Always on the front foot. Even though it's looking kinda not the front foot. What else are we doing? Kinda like Leech Seed. It's more of this, it's just passive damage. Which does go quite far for actual damage. Let's do Leech Seed. And Psychic. That's where the Lando sat. I don't know why. Timid. So we can Leech Seed, then U-turn out, which is quite nice. Otherwise we just have Psychic and Leaf Storm. Psychic to hit things like Conk, which otherwise is a bit of a threat to our team. Well, I realized just now that we hate Bishop. That's not good at all. And Celebi's definitely not something that's going to be dealing with Bishop. Neither is Clef. So we're going to have Kommo-o against offensive teams like that. He's going to have to Drain Punch. I think that's fine. Yeah, no. Kommo-o is fine. He's going to get knocked. He gets a Drain Punch. And then we have things like Bullet Punch back here. Offensive Clef, offensive B. Ooh. But I'm really noticing the flaws in this team now. Now that I'm looking like... I always do the check of Bishop, Thundurus. The first two Mons, because... Oh, and Mimikyu. But we've got Mimikyu checked. In Scizor. But what we don't have is Thundurus. Thundurus probably doesn't Oko Celebi. Yeah, why not say probably is when I can actually check. Thundurus, Nasty Plot, Life Orb with Hidden Power, Ice against Celebi. Let's just pretend, say Scarf. We're doing 0 damage back, but it is Okoing. that's an Oko. That's might as well be. Ha. I guess we have to Stone Edge with Lando. Let's check the damage because check the damage of Rock Slide. And I hate Rock Slide. Don't get me wrong. No, it's not going to be enough. But we're adamant, right? It might be enough. It's nowhere near enough. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Oh well. Guess it's a 80% chance to win against against Thundurus, but that's fine. It's not. Alright, what's the last move? Can we make it another win con? I think we have to make it another win con, right? Calm Mind for some cheeky wins. Max HP. Now we're looking, do we want this? Got defensive, we've got this definitely isn't the best of the teams that I've created, and it will need a lot of testing to check what's working, but that's, you know, part. You just make the team, and you still have to test later. Oh, let's okay. Clefable. Start with Calm Mind. I know there is a. Alright, first of all, Ice Beam. How much is it doing? Okay, we can make that an Oko after rocks, possibly. That's gonna be a fair bit. Okay, too far. Not enough. There we go. Ooh, 152. That is with Life Orb. 152. Which leaves us 104 to chuck in Death. With a Calm Nature for now. Does actually do exactly. I think we can make this better by that's actually really cool that it's exactly lives too, and it'll always be available. Like it should always be at full HP. I think we can work with. So you've got, when you invest a lot in both stats, you can the natures work off percentages, right? Off of the base stats. So if you've got a higher stat, say this 95 compared to 90, you can probably make a few stats out of going. Well, let's check. We need to make 266 per def, 264. So 266 up to 266 makes 200 there. So 200 here. Those are the 56 in special attack. And I could just be... it does the exact same. Okay. Because the special attack isn't that much higher. It's only 5 higher, so yeah, over this amount doesn't actually change. But things like Gliscor, for instance, yeah, it actually matters on the nature. What are some other mons that I've checked out that matter? They're all missing me for now. I did one just the other day. Things like, yeah, it's usually defensive mons when you're looking at mixing up the defenses or with speed. So, like, for instance, Gliscor gets more speed if you... do I have Gliscor? Wait, yeah, Gliscor here. So Gliscor, instead of going careful, you can get more stats out of doing jolly. So we could probably, for like this speeds... so say, for instance, especially this speed stat at 20, you can achieve that with careful, but you get less def if you're careful. Whereas if with this, you're getting more boost from this base 95. I assume most of you should know it, but I see so often that not done. Alright, back to the other team. This is a cool team. I like where it's heading. Modest. Stats are so close. I like that. Cool. Now we've kind of got to check the Thundurus after it has rocks. And if it doesn't have rocks, then it's going to take Life Orb chip. And with that Life Orb chip, it should be in range after this of taking this damage chip, and then we go Lando. U-turn should kill. That's fine with me. I'm fine with that. If Clef is doing a 1-for-1, I think that's cool. You know, then we've got the likes of Mimikyu. And wait, where's Mimikyu? There he is. Mimikyu, this just walls it all day. We've got Bishop, we've got Kommo-o. We always get up rocks against their lead with our Landorus, and then we can switch into whatever we need afterwards. This Tentacruel, I believe, is going to have to be pretty spadef. I might also want some speed. I'm thinking spadef and some speed. Looking at things like, let's do that for Modest Heatran. Even though most of them are. Yeah, let's Modest Heatran with, oh, am I gonna... No, I don't think that's too low for Timid. It's like a bold to mix up. I think mixed is better against Keldeo. What offensive threats are we caring about with this Tentacruel? We're in like a HO team, for instance. What are we looking at? We're not dealing with the with Azu with this anymore because of Protect. That's fine. We have the Celebi. We have Scizor as well. Scizor eats one and Bullet Punch for some damage. So if Clef is in the 1v1, right? I go +1, +1 against his. So if this is a 1-for-1 against his +2 special attack, it's probably worth. It's probably worth. Nah, it never is, right? No, God, no. You just get the kill. Just take a kill when you can. Yeah. If it's in the 1v1, you just take the kill. But I like this this set for this team. Can I go any lower This is like the EV tinkering of checking how much you can get away with, and where and what stats. So if we go, how much lower? Alright, so we can go down to 192. And the damage roll doesn't change. Down to 192, there is no difference in damage. So we can get 4 special attack. Sorry, speed. Let's go 8 speed. Let's try and outspeed those other clefs. It's pretty important. Yeah, it's a cool set. It's a really cool set. I think this is fine. Fine. That's cool as well. Check if it's for def, because why not? I could do like a life orb on Celebi, but then our U-turn to hitting with life orb, and I don't like that. I think it seems fine. All for a Kommo-o win con. So we're taking out things like we're baiting things like Zapdos the whole time. You know, if we U-turn with Celebi on the Zapdos, then we can get in Clefable, and they're like, oh, you know, what's Clefable gonna do? We just need to discharge it, and you go for the Ice Beam, hit up that Zapdos for 1,000,000 with the Life Orb modest boost. Yeah, cool. Let's check over really quick because I've got to go to work soon. Time's all messed up. Bishop, we have Kommo-o, we already figured this out. We've already established it. Celebi, sorry, for Amoonguss we have Celebi. Doesn't really like it, but we can just go for the Psychic. Tentacruel, we don't... Oh, Scizor for the Ninetales. Celebi, we have Scizor, we've already gone over Azu. Chansey... Well, Kommo-o just subsets up on it completely for free. Scizor will always switch in as well. Clef we have Scizor, we have Tentacruel. Though Tentacruel works as a check but not a counter. Like we can switch into it, get up spikes, but if it starts calm minding, we're gonna have to go to Scizor. And this Toxic's really nice for Unaware Clef as well, which completely walls the Kommo-o, so that's good thinking there. That their Clef is going to set up, if it starts setting up, for instance, and we can go Toxic, because Bullet Punch doesn't do enough with the defensive Scizor. D-Knight, we have Lando to revenge kill. Clef 100%, although Clef's going to take a lot. And Scizor. Lando. Ferrothorn's a bitch. Wait, we just get walled by Ferrothorn. Huh. That's annoying. I mean, we have our Kommo-o, right? And it's like, it's Ferrothorn isn't an issue for the win con and the end of the game. But Ferrothorn is an issue for when we're playing the game. Right? I don't think it's going to be doing enough to annoy our team. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be doing damage. We just go Scizor. We've got heal and Scizor. We get things like Tentacruel. Tentacruel has Liquid. Actually, yeah. Well, we just have Tentacruel with Liquid is. That's enough for it. Gyrabal's not going to do much because we're defensive. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Lando. Sorry. Garchomp. We have Lando, Scizor. Clef echoes it very well and truly. You know, we've got our Gliscor. We've got our Clef for the Gliscor. Scizor. We have Tentacruel, Lando, Tentacruel Speed for Heatran, Tentacruel Celebi. Rain matchup, we're looking at Tentacruel with Protect, helps us scout the moves, whether we can go Celebi or we go Clef, for instance, on the Draco. Lando, we have our own, we have Scizor. Scizor will get the Toxic on it if it decides to stay in and get it rocks, thinking it's free. Scizor once again for this Latios. Zone. Zone's a bitch. We have Celebi though. What else? Mimikyu's fine. We've got Scizor. That's part of the rain matchup. Now we have Celebi for this. Also Clef's got the Spadef, so it's fine. It won't take too much. Celebi shouldn't take too much from these Leaf Storms, and most of them should be HP ground, and then worst case scenario at the end, we just go with Scizor, or we U-turn with Lando on Serp. Scum. Scum's kind of annoying, but he's also doing not much to us. You know, we're just going to U-turn on it, whatever, and go to Clef. Clef's going to hit it for their Ice Beam to do 1,000,000, and it's not going to want to stay in. It'll also chip it down by doing that. We've checked the Thunderous for Clef. Clef's really good for the Taunt now. Clef for the Zapdos. Once again, we kind of just lose to Volk. Can we have an attack here for Volk? Have you got anything? Rock Slide. I think Rock Slide might be the go in this team. It doesn't hit those fairy types, but it does hit all of the flyings. And I think between Azu and Clef, like, we've got stuff for him with Tentacruel, Scizor. Does he get? No, he doesn't. So I think because we're so weak to Volcarona, I think Kommo-o has to have Rock Slide. And for this, we have Lando and Scizor. Alright. I didn't think I'd take so long to get these teams out. I tried to explain it as much as I could. I think these two teams will work. Both of them are definitely off meta, but should be able to do enough to the meta. Hopefully my thoughts have helped you guys understand what goes into building a team, or what I do when I build teams, what I look at, what I think about. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do leave a like, please sub. I'm trying to get those subs up. I've only got like 30 at the moment. I would love to get some more. Try and make more videos if you guys do actually sub more. And if you've made it here, please do let me know in the comments, or PM me in Discord. Let me know you've actually made it to the end, because that's very impressive. It's a very long video. I'm going BKC out here. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you around.